Got us a Balthazar, never got a chance to play. Hopefully we'll see this man give a go this time around. Got us a Lentania on the Outlaw. Look at the Alliance heavy set. Look, we got us a Marwisa going back into survival with Repi as or Repica? Repi? I'm gonna call it Repi. That'll be easier. I don't even know what I called you last time. I think just Rep. With Sorcerer as chill pills over on the mages. I like this set. I really like this, like, ivory look that they got going on, you know what I mean? And the shoulders and the hat, the classic wizard look to it. Dak is going to be first up over for the team. One is going to sap up Valentania. Immediately Zerkins out to find the rogue, but a cheap shot going to stop him, immediately trinketing it with a bleed to follow off that fear, as well as the disarm. Try to see if you can maybe delay the stun until a little bit later with Valentania. Does not want to let the rogue out of his sight. If he can help it, got himself the avatar as well as a bit of damage into a disarm stun to follow, just to keep Valentania in his sights for a little bit longer. I think Lynn is just waiting until the kidney shot is available. That or just gonna walk away with the ambushes. Does catch up to the rogue, getting him out of that vanish reset. Wants to build up a little bit of calm points. I think Dak should be aware that there's gonna be stump coming up very, very soon. He's just got him some big defenses, but he's just getting an ambush through him. Pistol through, doesn't get a chance at all into a kidney shot. Got himself rallying cry, needs another stun until Lynn doesn't get a stun, no trinket available, needs himself a heal right now. Zerkers is helpful. Shiv is gonna slow you as Lynn can literally dance around you. You can't close the gap because you're slowed, you can't run away because you're also slowed, and you can't reach him because you don't have that 8-yard range that rogues do. You only have 5, and he got like 3 yards on you of just distance. For no reason. Stun into Makima right after as Lentania does not have an out for this one. It's going to be a stun to follow. Lentania got himself maybe an evasion, I think. It's hard to tell. I think it is an evasion. As Makima looking to back up out of there. Got himself blades. Just got it auto through the wall. Looking for a reset. Does catch a restore though. I thought he was getting an auto there for a second or autoing himself, but I'm not even sure anymore. As Lentania, full adrenaline rush, ready, looking for the guy, but unless you just randomly phantomize him, is looking. Both of them, I think, are running Dakin or Dark, by the way, which is going to give them like a stacking debuff. When a rogue is near you, you got a debuff from the rogue. That tells you that the rogue is going to do 2% damage, 4% damage, 6% more damage to you. It's like a stacking little buff. Cheap shot until Lentania got himself a normal trinket to lock down Makima in a stun, going in for damage of his own, got himself dance, big pistols, cheap shot, does he take him, cheat down to follow, Makima looking to escape, Lynn still sees you, hold on a second, he's still kidding you. Makima doesn't have a vanish anymore. You got a Cloak of Shadows. Trying to see if he can dodge the damage. He needs a couple more seconds for the vanish. Blind? They just take him. Pistols. Just riddled him. My goodness. I love seeing it. The Outlaws versus the Sub-Rogues, man. Oh, that is so good. It's like the, what is that one? It's like a movie, but also it's a book. It was the Greasers versus what? The Preps, I think it was? Or whoever? But I feel like the Outlaw Rogues are like the quintessential greasers, man. You know, they're all disheveled. They're all a little bit, you know, not all that popular, but they got a little bit of scruff to them. They got a little bit of gusto. They were willing to get in the dirt and tussle it out. As Life trying to see if he can get himself at least a little bit of range versus Lentania. Does get himself a shadow mode, I think, just trying to dodge Lentania. Maybe trying to dodge a shadow step or grapple. He does get himself random stars dropping in, so if you can maybe kite the rogue into that, yeah, that'd be great. We love Outlaw Rogue. I like Outlaw Rogue a lot, but I'm seeing a lot more people picking it up, and it's super aggressive. It is fast-paced. Giga chat spec. I agree with that one. This is going to be an interrupt as Life trying to see if he can back up out of there. Got himself a little bit of healing. Walking into the stars, trying to see if he can pick him up. If he can count his lucky stars, he might be able to get himself a win. Versus Lynn, dropping down pretty hefty defenses here really early. Thorns is up, does knock the rogue out in the open. He should be able to see him. Does he turn around? Oh no, he could have literally, oh, that would have been so close. I think he realized what happened there at the end. He like realized the star exploded, looked behind him, so the rogue re-stealthing. But if you go for a full starfall and you find the rogue and you can get yourself another one of the stars picked up and you find him like that, that could be huge because that's a knock up, and now you can maybe go for a bash, big convoke, summon, anything sap, as the rogue does get himself a shadow step over. Life does not have a bark skin, no trinket, unless the thing just one bangs him right now. Hold on a second. Maybe? Almost. That's going to be a quick survivability for Life. As he goes in for a heal and bear from, does get at least a frenzy, trying to see if he can knock Lentania out in the open. I feel like he should just be saving the convoke for burst. The one time we see Life do like giga burst as Boomkin, he actually just got the big one shot. Does go for the kick into a bear from, trying to see if he can survive this a little bit. Root onto Lentania as a rogue. Actually, I guess doesn't have any dots, so nothing is going to break those roots. grapple over, try to go for a think kidney shot. I think it was super yard though. That or missed it, dodged it? I don't think so. He's got him to those thorns, but I think he's just back against the wall. I don't think there's anything he can do there. Cyclone, interrupt. Yeah, I think it's just over. Once you follow that far behind, yeah, it's just done. He just needs one more pistol. Yeah, there we go. Into a lotto, just going in, literally just taking his atoms apart just so he can melt right through the pillar. I love how this is the only spec that can still do this. I feel like even with rogues, you can still kind of sort of DFA through stuff, but if you can't reach the target, DFA will like knock you in the air and you'll just drop down. But hunters, if they grapple you and you go behind the pillar, they'll just meld right through the pillar. They'll just shift their atoms apart just to get through it. There's just only one spec that can still do that right now. Grappling over towards Lanthania has to go for a cloak of shadows. This is going to be a tar trap slowing him down with a pet as well as the dot slaughter catching up a little bit of the manic advantage, trying to see if he can shoot you up some of those bullet wounds from Lanthania. Far Cry style essentially. If you've ever seen Far Cry like healing animations, they're insanely hilarious. As grapple does come out for Lanthania, trying to go for a quick blind, maybe get a setup, needs a stun onto Lotto, does go for a stun, no odds for this one. If you have yourself a good go, maybe you can make something work, but Lotto not taking a lot of damage. Lanthania does not really have much to work with, does go for the vanish into a trinket. Lotto, oh my goodness, into the Sin, trying to see if he can deny Lanthania any more of this killing spree. Lanthania needs an out for this one, does have a dance, she's on until Sin, but Sin is not going to let him out at all, just running circles around the guy, blasting him with Sorcerer, aka Chills on his mage. Up next, trying to see if he can fight through this man. Sin immediately pressing Cloak of Shadows, getting super hyper aggressive, trying to see if he can force an ice block out of Sorcerer as soon as possible. That's going to be the altar, grapple at the ready, got himself a Nova. Plenty of pistols just flying through the air as Sorcerer got himself at least a little bit of cooldown reduction as well as recuperation. But into a breath, does break out of it fairly quickly. Blind as soon as Sorcerer goes for a blink. And I think Sin is just trying to see if he can catch himself a restealth or even just find himself a little bit of cover behind the pillar. Caught himself a restealth once you get in there as soon as possible. Using those stealth windows just to give himself the big between the eyes windows. If he can catch himself another reset, he can hold on to that drone rush a little bit longer. Vanish coming up very soon. So he can get super aggressive right now. Look at this rogue's damage. Those ambushes are doing work. Got him so big between the eyes into massive pistol shots, not letting Sorcerer out of his sight, using Vanish just to get out of the Nova instantly. Doesn't give him a chance. He's so aggressive here. Hold on a second, looking for a reset. Who's up next? This is going to be Marisa. Marisa, Survival Hunter. Sin barely get himself a reset. Does get himself a kidney shot at the very least, though. Hoping to maximize some damage. Got him some dance, too. Could potentially make some work. Evasion's available, trying to just build up some resources. Got him some dance. If he can get him so big between the eyes, he can get himself quite a bit of damage into more ambushes, trying to see if he can keep the pressure going into a big defensive form. Marisa Sin trying to see if he can maybe live this. Doesn't. What kind of defenses do you even have? I don't think he even has any. Stun onto Sin, does not have an out, only cheat death. Maybe he can randomly cheat death it. Kidney shot into Marisa, does have a trinket for it. Sin just needs a couple more calm points in order to get himself a vanish going. Marisa charging out from literally a mile away. Cheat death on the rogue. Does have a vanish very soon, but Marisa is not going to let him go, dude. The Outlaw rogues are running amok here with Lynn with 4, Sin with 2. These rogues are not letting these boys play, just gunning them down where they stand. Oh my goodness. That's Outlaw for you. I am glad that this mech is starting to get a lot more played. I'm liking this. It's so fast, it's so aggressive. It's not like a Subtlety that just sits in stealth and then has a big go, which is effective. Don't get me wrong. It is effective, right? I don't want to argue with anybody against that. It's very strong, but just a big go, just entirely, just aggressively, just hitting the guys constantly. Catch Kukuri South, back with them pistols again. Oh, that range of the mobility is kind of nuts when you think about it, though. Crazy.